The text I sent was simple. My surgery's on the 12th, just need someone to drive me home. My sister's reply came in seconds. LOL, you actually thought we'd miss Cabo for that? Then my mom chimed in, don't guilt us, this trip's been planned for months. I stared at the screen. My fingers didn't shake. My heart didn't race. I just typed 2 words back. My mistake. And I meant it. It was my mistake to think family meant showing up when it mattered. My mistake to expect love where there had only been convenience. But that was the last mistake I made. They weren't cruel all at once. That's how they get you. When I was younger, my sister, Danny, braided my hair before school. My mom packed lunches with notes that said, "You've got this." It felt safe. Until it didn't. Somewhere along the years, care turned into commentary, support into sarcasm. Danny started keeping score. Whose birthday gifts cost more? Who got more attention from Dad? Mom stopped defending me. But I didn't walk away. I made excuses. They're just stressed. It's just how they are. I clung to the idea that when I truly needed them, they'd show up. The surgery wasn't life-threatening, but it wasn't minor either. Outpatient, anesthesia, no driving. Someone had to take me home. When I asked, I wasn't asking for much, or so I thought. The group chat made it clear. They had margaritas and infinity pools to get to. I could have called a friend. I could have taken a ride share. But the humiliation sat heavy, sour. Not just because they wouldn't help, but because they laughed. That night, lying in bed, I stopped replaying the messages and started replaying the last decade. The digs, the dismissals, the time Danny forgot to pick me up from the airport and posted from a spa instead. The time Mom told me not to make a scene when Danny insulted me in front of her friends. And something inside me shifted. I wasn't going to explain my hurt anymore. I was going to make them feel it. The plan started with one phone call, to my surgeon. I asked for paperwork, something official, something that looked concerning. Then I spoke to the hospital's patient liaison. I told her the truth. My family wouldn't be there after my procedure, and I needed a protocol in place in case they called. I didn't have to lie. I just didn't tell the whole story. I told her that due to my medical history, complications weren't impossible. That if anyone called asking about me, she should redirect them to the doctor, who, by policy, would only confirm surgery had taken place and that the patient's condition is being monitored. On the morning of my surgery, I posted one photo to the family group chat, my hospital wristband. No caption, no one replied. When I woke up in recovery, I checked my phone. Danny had texted once, "Hope it went well, we're boarding." I smiled. Perfect. The next move was already in motion. I know Danny. I know she needs attention the way lungs need air. She posts everything. Vacations, brunches, new shoes. But she also can't stand not knowing what other people are saying about her. So, while she was in Cabo, I made sure people were talking. I sent a carefully worded message to our cousin Marcy, the one who can't keep a secret to save her life. Surgery went fine, but I think they found something else. I'm not sure yet. Please don't tell Danny. I don't want to ruin her trip. By the time the sun set over Cabo, 3 other relatives had accidentally messaged Danny things like, "Hang in there," and "praying for you and your sister." Danny called the hospital the next morning. I wasn't there to hear the conversation, but the nurse told me later, with a hint of disapproval in her voice, that Danny's tone went from bored to frantic in under a minute. The nurse repeated the protocol. The patient's condition is being monitored. And when Danny demanded details, she got the same line, over and over. That was when the first crack formed. By day 3, Danny had stopped posting beach photos. By day 4, Mom called me, voice trembling, saying they were looking into flights home. I told her not to. Told her I was too tired for visitors. Let them stew under the Mexican sun, wondering if they'd abandoned me at the wrong time. They didn't know it yet, but the damage was done. I'd exposed the truth they'd buried for years, that when it mattered, they chose themselves. And now, everyone else knew it too. When they finally got back, they showed up at my apartment together. They were pale, not from lack of sun, but from the story they'd built in their own minds. I opened the door slowly, leaning on the frame just enough to let them think I was weaker than I was. Danny's eyes darted to my bandaged arm. Mom asked, "Why didn't you tell us?" I let a beat of silence pass. I did. Danny started to speak, but I raised my hand. You made your choice. Cabo was more important. I accepted that. So don't expect me to play the part of the